So in this video I just wanted to show you some brassica salads that I'm allowing to go to seed in a small propagation tunnel sort of area where I do different bits and bobs. So in the picture right now you can see this is wild rocket, which is flowering, but it's at the end of its flowering stage. And if we come in a little bit closer here, I'll show you the seed pods that are starting to form. Let me see here now if we can see some of the seed pods. So yeah, so some of the seed pods are coming right here. So what I'll do here now is I'll just let this continue to grow, and the seed pods will form up fully, and then we'll eventually, in another, I'd say about another month, these guys, the plant will die down and the seed pods will turn brown, and then we'll be able to pop the seeds out of it. Now I also have next to this, I also have Ruby Streaks Mizuna, which is also coming to the end of its flowering stage. Now because these two plants, they're not the same genus, so they won't cross with each other, so they will both breed through. And it's no problem that I have both of them flowering at the same time. Where you would worry about it would be if you were trying to save maybe seeds from a cabbage and seeds from broccoli at the same time, because they are of the same genus and species, the Brassica oleracea, they can interbreed with each other and they would cross. But for these guys it's no issue at all, so I usually try to let some of them go to seed each season. So for the Mizuna, the Ruby Streaks, it's funny actually, as it's maturing, the red is going out of the leaf. You can kind of see some of the red there, but then some of the ones that have gone to seed here, they're more green. So again, these ones are more developed, so I'll just show you the seed pod there. So that's the seed pod, and you can see that they're kind of starting to swell. So again, I leave them go, and once they turn brown, then I'll make another video in another while just to show you what they're like. So just moving on down here, this was basically my seed saving area last year. So if you look at it, you can see I have some leftover, I put in some leftover Orla seed potato just in the polytunnel, just to kind of, push on some earlies. And in it you can see the Ruby Streaks Mizuna is growing, and also I have Rocket, and the variety was Ricola. So this area last year I had let the plants go to seed, and I harvested a lot of the seeds from it. But always what happens is some of the seeds will fall on the ground, and you are creating a seed bank in here, which we all know sometimes the plants can actually turn into weeds then, because they're grown where you don't want them to be. But as this is sort of just a kind of a hobbyish tunnel, I don't mind if they have gone to seed. So again, I've been harvesting the Rocket and the Mizuna for just salad leaves. And once it starts to go to seed, you can see here this Mizuna is coming to the end. There's a little flower head just starting. Let me see if I can get it in there for you guys. Not sure. Yeah, there's the seed head, the flower starting in there. So once they start to flower, I'll pull it out, I'll weed them out, and then I'll earth up the potatoes a little bit more. But it was just, I find it hard to pull out plants when it's food and it's growing, so I just left them be. So you can see here I've started to ridge up the Orla potatoes, and they'll continue to grow. But again, I just wanted to point out, if you have a spot in your tunnel, you could always select one or two plants like your Rocket or your Mizuna, one each, and put them in the corner and let them go to seed, and then you can save the seed for the following year. So yeah, that's just a little bit on saving some of the brassica salad leaves.